gardeners, since we are getting into spring, I'm going to switch it up for this video and answer some of your greatest FAQs for spring planting time. So what month is best to start gardening? It's really important first off to recognize where you live, because Mother Nature is different if you're in the northern part of the United States or the southern or wherever you are on the planet. It's important that you check out what zone you're in for growing. You want to make sure that you start your spring things a couple weeks before your average last frost date and your summer crops a few weeks later. So everything is dictated around that central average last frost date. For here in Illinois, that means about May 10th. Although with this year, as you all know, it's been a really goofy year and the spring seemed to have come pretty early, but I still kind of have a feeling we have a frost or two on our books. So I'm going to stay to the true May 10th average last frost date. All right, so next question. How can I prepare my garden for planting? First and foremost, you need food. That means compost for your plant babies. It's important to put that in a couple weeks prior to actually planting so it gets acclimated into the soil, because compost will actually attract beneficial earthworms and other microbiology. So be sure that you amend your soil with healthy organic compost. Third question, what vegetables can I plant in April and May? So April, you are totally allowed to do spring stuff, assuming that we're not in the teens at night. So if we're still in the 20s, things like broccoli, kale, collards, any cruciferous, arugula, lettuce, radish, and onion, those can all thrive with a little chill in the air at night. But it's really important that you wait until late May to plant your summer things when the nighttime temps are above 50 degrees for your peppers, your tomatoes, your zucchini, and eggplant. Question number 4, what is the best layout for a vegetable garden? First and foremost, you got to think about going up. Make sure you pick the north side of your garden, ideally, to put a big linear trellis on or a round cage. Wherever you can take your vines vertical will do best on the north side of your garden, so everything is south facing from it. From there, you want to think about your arm. Your arm is about 2 foot long, so you never want to build a bed bigger than a 4x4 square. And you can just start to play around with the configuration. It doesn't always have to be a rectangle. Look at your space, look at the parameters, and start to play. Maybe you do a C-shaped garden, an L-shape, E-shape. The options are endless based on your space, but just keep in mind that if you do a trellis that goes up, you want to shorten the distance in the front so that it's all accessible at the end. Fifth and final question here. How do I prep my spring garden for the summer garden? And the key thing is space. Make sure that you take inventory of where you already have your spring plants planted and assume they're gonna get a little bit bigger. And know that the summer crops usually get even bigger if you're planting tomatoes, squash, or even eggplant. It can get really big and bushy, so make sure you think about space when you plan for your summer garden. So that's all for our spring Q&A. Make sure you stay tuned for our summer Q&A in a few months. Subscribe below, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.